Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to my esteemed panelists and to the organizers, to the audience here. So we are assembled here to try to discuss a very important development that has sort of encircled our life in the past few months very, very rapidly. I'm talking of AI. AI today has penetrated almost every space of life because right since the morning when we wake up till the time we go to sleep, everything is controlled by AI. To the extent हम कौन सा भजन सुन के उठेंगे, हम कितने बजे टैक्सी बुलाएंगे, हम कितने बजे ब्रश करेंगे, और द फोन इज गोइंग टू टेल मी आप बहुत देर से बैठे हैं, आप खड़े हो जाइए, या आपने पानी नहीं पिया. So AI has penetrated to that aspect of our life. Of course, we are not here today to discuss that. We are trying to understand the role of AI in the admission process, which as educators I think is very, very important for us to try to differentiate between AI and HI or human intelligence. So where should AI stop and where should HI begin? That is really the context of this conversation. We have a smart panel here with very learned panelists, and the topic is very interesting. I would say that it's very, very current. And we have seen in the recent past that with the advent of overexposure to AI, how is it impacting the youth of the country? We don't have to go very far. In the past few days, we have seen the result of, it's all AI-led. We all know that. So my research tells me that three things become important. Number one is trust. Can we trust the AI platform? And at what point we stop trusting the platform and a human intervention becomes important. Number two, can the systems we introduce into our management processes, can they be transparent enough for the user to trust it? From a management perspective, of course, we are always looking at innovation. By innovation, we are actually looking at, let's say, efficiency. Efficiency obviously is coming by using AI because the large number of data of the students that we are processing obviously is becoming more and more humanly impossible to manage and to maintain. Also is the fact that the consumer today, his attention span is going lower and lower and lower and lower. Statistics are saying that it is coming towards 3 seconds now, which means the process that is created by the AI system should be fast enough, yet be efficient and trustable enough that we are able to hold his attention to go to the next step of the process. Because he is likely to jump. He is likely to jump and go to competition, university, school, college, whatever the case may be, because we are living with a scrolling generation. We don't scroll. We don't stop on a scroll beyond, if it does not hold our attention beyond 1 second or 2 seconds. All of us, we are getting into that stream. So that's really the context of the discussion today. And I have sort of based this discussion around 5 pillars, which I had shared with the panelists earlier. We believe that the timing is very, very short, and I've been briefed by the organizers that we need to be very quick and very short. I'm afraid I did not introduce myself. I should have started like that. My name is Abhay Gupta. I'm the founder chairman of an organization called Luxury Connect and Luxury Connect Business School. Our claim to fame is that we are India's only UGC-approved MBA in luxury brand management degree provider. The degree is not mine. I tied up with a skill university. But the concept is mine, the content is mine, the delivery is mine, the idea is mine, the placement is mine, the industry is mine, is all of that, right? Bringing a degree is more of an academic regulatory framework, which being from the skilling ecosystem, we chose to tie up with the new generation skill universities rather than a traditional pure play academic university. That's our background. We've been around for the past 14 odd years. We've trained 5,000 plus professionals across sectors. You think of a luxury brand from a Rolls-Royce to a Pink Floyd or any brand that comes to your mind, from a Rolex to Audi, you'll find one of my students there. So that's a contribution to the growing premiumization of the country and the economy. I truly believe that everyone is focusing at the bottom of the pyramid. But unless the top of the pyramid spends within India, the bottom of the pyramid cannot prosper. Why are we allowing the top of the pyramid to go overseas and spend money? Why can't we create atmospheres and environments conducive for the rich and the wealthy to spend money within India. That's really our endeavor. We are not getting into those statistics. It's very, very fascinating. In the recent past, we have started tying up with more universities and colleges to provide a 1-month diploma, online diploma, because more and more students are wanting to get attached or attracted towards what is the luxury business, because premiumization is growing very, very rapidly. I would be open to discuss that. I'll use this forum to also say that we are open to discuss and explore further tie-ups. A couple of tie-ups have already been signed in the recent past, but we'll be looking at more. So with this context, I'll hand over the mic to each of my fellow panelists, and I would request them to be brief, introduce themselves, and give their opening remarks, starting with a young lady here. Ladies first, as always.
Thank you so much, sir. I feel very honored to be sharing the platform with such experienced stalwarts of the industry. Thank you so much for calling me here. Thank you, sirs, for sharing this platform with me. I'm Dr. Shalya Raj. I am the Chief Executive Officer of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University. I'm a dentist by profession and an administrator now for the past 14 years. And I'm looking after the university at Meerut. We also have another campus at Dehradun. So talking about AI, I think Sir beautifully summed up what the discussion will be all about. And AI has definitely entered our lives in all aspects. Talking about AI in education, I think the most important thing here, as Sir started, was trust and being able to use it to empower ourselves. So AI is a human tool. Right now, what I think we are confusing it is that we talk about how AI can replace humans for jobs. It can replace humans for most of the things which are being done, and it is coming in all platforms on news that how AI is taking over. But what we have to teach our students, what we have to teach ourselves also, is how AI can empower us. If we talk about how AI can help us, then we will be able to talk about how AI can help us in all fields, including how AI can help higher education institutions to get more students and to empower the students which the higher education get to get better education, to get better skilled, and to get better jobs. I think that is how we should talk AI. And here, if we talk about trust, so we have to make a guideline for our employees and for our students about AI ethics. I think if we talk about the trust factor and the ethics factor and empowering AI for us and the students, then we will get the grasp of it and we will be able to help AI do better for us. Thank you so much, sir.
I am Dr. R.D. Patidar, Vice Chancellor of OP Jindal University, Raigarh, Chhattisgarh, a university well known for the industry interaction, and it is supported by Jindal Steel. As rightly said by the moderator and the earlier speaker, that now AI is a buzzword, but AI alone cannot make the students industry ready. The AI plus skill plus the innovation plus the character building, this all together play a very important role, very significant role. As said by the madam, that the AI cannot remove the human being. AI were used by the human, AI is using by the human, and AI will be used by the human. The only thing required is it can replace person to person if the person will not update himself, herself. So updation of the faculty member in education institutions play a very important role. Whether we should send the faculty member for the regular training, and the most important is the AI used by the industries. So what we should do is we should regularly send our faculty to industry to learn the new things, what is the industry are using. If the faculty will go in the industry, they can learn the new technologies used by the industry. When they come back to the universities, they bring a lot of live problems of the industry. That problems can be assigned to the university students, and with the support of the PG students, postgraduate students, with the support of the research scholars and the support of the industry expert, the problems can be the projects can be completed, and in this way we can involve the student to solve the real problems of the industry. So AI is, yes, AI play a very important role, as sir was saying that not only for the admissions, but very scratch from admission to the alumni, from admission to the onboard, to the learning, to the internship, to the various different kind of things which we are managing in the institutions, like the examination, like the finance, like the academics. So everything can be managed by the AI in a very smart and a very fast way. So AI can reduce the manual time of the faculty member, of the staff members. But the most important thing is that we should know that what purpose we are using the AI. There should be the data privacy. The AI should maintain the data privacy. And third is there should be the transparency. And of course, always there should be the human interference is very, very important. So these things, because AI, we always say that we should make the AI responsible. But in actually, it should be the person, the organization, the management, the leadership should be responsible for anything. So I think the use of AI and making the students AI enabled and the industry integrated, the innovation, the creativity, critical thinking, these type of things are very, very important. Thank you.
I am Professor Arun Garg, Vice Chancellor of MVN University. MVN stands for Modern Vidya Niketan. We have a legacy of 5 schools in Faridabad, that very reputed schools. And my university is located in Delhi Mathura Road, approximately 10 kilometers from the Palwal city. So basically we get mostly 70-75% rural students, rural boys and girls. And we are teaching the rural area students with courses like engineering, management, pharmacy, physiotherapy, allied sciences and legal studies. My opinion is that in teaching and learning process, a teacher can be benefited by the wise use of AI tools and other things. Even in admissions, the use of multilingual chatbots can be helpful in improving the admissions. These chatbots reduces the time of admissions. Even you can do document verification very fastly. And also if you want to go for any admission test, that could be through the AI. But the data needs to be secured, and what data we are giving to the AI is very important, because when my son was, it was not the age of the AI, but when my son was getting as to take admission in a college, I used to get every day 4 or 5 calls, 4 or 5 SMS, 4 or 5 WhatsApp messages, and even after 1 year, second year also I used to get calls and all these things. So we need to provide the data appropriately, and AI can also help us in choosing the streams for the students, which aptitude for the students. This is my take. Thank you.
Thank you. And good afternoon, everybody. I am Dr. Manoj Manuja, Vice Chancellor, Geeta University. Geeta University is primarily a very young university, started in 2022. We are NEP compliant. When I say NEP compliant, all blocks of NEP have been implemented in our university. So this is the most important thing I wanted to share with you from this particular platform. And when it comes to the campus ecosystem altogether, starting with academics, we have all programs. We have around 70 plus programs being offered from our campus. And those all programs are AI integrated. I repeat, AI integrated. When I talk about AI integration, it is not the case that we are asking BA, BCom, BBA students to learn Python. We do have no-code AI platforms available at this moment of time, which are being integrated as supplement and complement to all the programs, so that these people, these students, can implement and integrate AI in their domain area using no-code AI and make sure that they are industry ready. So this is one primary USP of Geeta University I wanted to share with you. Coming to the point of panel discussion, AI in admissions. So this is a very broad topic altogether. When we talk about AI in admissions, let me take you all to my age, around 40 years back, 30 years back, when we were taking admissions. That was the scenario that, okay, फलाने की जॉब लग गई है, उसने वहाँ से पढ़ा था, इसलिए वहाँ एडमिशन ले लो. So that was the first reference. X person is doing very good, he is very happy with his academics. So that is the second reference to go to a school or a college in our time. So it was purely based on reference. There was no technology altogether. Right? Slowly and slowly, next step, evolution happened. And in that particular scenario, what was the scenario? As sir was talking about that my son, few SMS and all that were exchanged. So those things, primarily if you move towards technology integration, it is primarily the case that yes, slowly and slowly, it was related to placements. It was related to the academics, it was related to the teaching staff, and it was related to the infrastructure. Certain parameters were fixed while evaluating. Parents were more careful, okay, kaisa infrastructure hai, teachers kaise hain, academics placement ho jati hai. So those were the questions. So slowly and slowly, we as parents matured, and side by side students also got matured. So that was the next step. Slowly and slowly, next step came as far as admission was concerned. Okay, universities also jumped into that. Now, universities, two categories. One is private, one is public. So when we talk about public universities, it is purely based on the merit, and it is still the same case at this moment of time. Right? There are perceptions, there are references, but yes, each and every admission in the public domain, public universities is being done on merit. Whatsoever we are talking about is the space which private universities has captured, where AI is playing a major role. Now, different stakeholders. Who are those stakeholders? One is student, one is parent, one is university. Right? Third stakeholder is also trying to take a pie of that particular cake in the whole gamut, that yes, let me see if I can influence the students. From the university side I am talking about. And students are more conscious. They will type in the chat GPT, which university is the best university is NCR. Now there's a fight. Those are the LLMs. LLMs, I hope everybody is aware of, large language models. So those are primarily models trained on different data sets. All models are either coming from China or the US. So they have their own set of training parameters. That is where the gap arises when I talk about the technology. Why I am talking about technology? Because I have spent around 25 years in the industry, mostly with Infosys and GE. So I understand how these models work. Now for the last 8 to 10 years, I am with academia. So that is where I can see the gap from both the sides, where universities are fighting to get the results from the LLMs that yes, my university should come as the best university in the region. Students are more conscious that okay, let me have the results which should be genuine. That is what Sir has pointed out one point. Yes, trust, privacy. Trust level is the most important. So students are going to trust those LLMs, those chat GPT types, platforms, and universities are trying to influence that. So there's a fight. There's a catch situation, 22 catch situation between these two stakeholders. There's a pull and push. That is where many issues come, like, should I trust it? Is the data privacy is maintained? Are ethics in place? So those are few points which we should take care of. Now, what happens that yes, universities will pump in a lot of information on AI platforms, that this is what we do have, this is what we do have, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, again, one point is very, very important. In the whole gamut of artificial intelligence in education, it is most important to have human in loop. When human in loop is there, previously in our times, teacher was the human. टीचर के पास जाओ, सर ये कहाँ एडमिशन लूँ, टीचर कहेगा यहाँ ले लो, आंखें बंद करके ले लेते थे हम, राइट? और this was the scenario few years back also. So taking that particular concept into consideration, what universities started to do, they started inviting principals on campus, they started inviting teachers on campus, trying to influence them that yes, they can be our brand ambassadors. So that was a catch. So that is where trust, privacy and ethics, these 3 points are very, very important to understand in the whole picture of AI in education. So this particular industry is taking a large leap as far as admission is concerned, as far as trust is concerned, as far as educational ecosystem is concerned. So we, as a group of academic people, should take a call on this, debate it, and make sure that our students are trusting the ecosystem, and universities on the other side of the table should offer whatsoever is in their basket as a true partner. So this is the opening remarks from my side.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Siddhartth. I manage the business at Meritto. We offer AI-powered platform for student enrollments. One quick fact. So we work with close to 60% private university of the country, and all the 5 members are using Meritto today. So be it Subharti or OP Jindal or maybe MVN. So they have been using our platform. So I'll try to cover and touch base upon few points because I am the only one on panel who is from the industry side. Rest are from the academy side. So what is actually happening on ground? So if you'll see a journey of a student, the first impression of a student is not a classroom. It is the admission process. And over the years, what we are seeing that the scale has completely changed of admission. The number of inquiries has gone up, but the people who are managing the inquiry, which are the counselors, are more or less the same in count of numbers. So AI is the answer in terms of how this can be managed, not by adding more and more people. So I'll just try to give you 2 or 3 maybe practical ways which is actually happening on ground. So earlier what was used to happen, so let's say there's a kid who used to inquire in the evening, used to get the first call or maybe a first touch base, maybe a next day or maybe after 48 hours. In the meantime, he has also inquired to 2 or 3 different university or colleges, and he might have interacted. Now the first touch base with AI, now what can happen? The moment anybody will inquire, within 5 minutes, a voice AI call can go in their own language. So in India, language plays a very important role. With AI, they will understand their eligibility, they will understand the requirement, the fees, the scholarship. Once the call is done, immediately after the call, a WhatsApp can be triggered to a student and also to their parent, where they can chat, because the generation is not about search. They have moved to a chat model. So WhatsApp model through which they can chat and understand more and more about the campus and the course. From there, a simple link to start the application. So now when the next day the counselor is coming, they don't have to work on a lead from scratch. They're working on a high intent lead. This is one case which is working everywhere, and we call it a speed. And why now the trust is required in this? So imagine AI as one of a resource only. You will only trust the AI if the AI is trained. And who has to train it? It's you. It's us who has to train the AI agent. It is as same as a human counselors is a AI counselors. Point number 2. So let's say if we talk about the role of a counselor. In a simple meaning, what is the role of a counselor? The role is that they have to counsel a student about their career, about their right career choices, what they are currently doing. They are chasing numbers, they are chasing, okay, I have to dial 120, 150 calls in a day. What we are seeing with AI coming into place, the first call can go from AI to check the eligibility, to check if the lead is qualified or not. Because what we have seen in the past, and you can also correct me, sir, on an average today, a single caller dials up to 100 to 120 calls. Out of this 120 calls, hardly 30-35% call are answered. Also in this answered call, hardly 10% people say, we'll let you know, we are partially interested. So the complete outcome of the day is 5, 6, 7 qualified lead. What we are saying that first level of work can be done by our AI agent who can dial 10x calls, can reach out to more people without getting burnout. Now for a human counselor, they now only have to focus on those leads who are already qualified. And these I'm giving a practical examples where we are today working with more than 120 odd colleges where AI is implemented. Overall, we work with close to 200 plus partners, but we already implemented AI where they're working in almost 120 places. So these are two examples. Again, we'll have more time. I'll share more information and more what is actually happening on ground.
Thank you, Siddharth. That was very current, up-to-date information. Now, what I observed from the other 5 panelists here is that it's becoming increasingly important, and AI is becoming integral to the first part of the student journey, which is admissions. Let me make this discussion a little more uncomfortable. Let me pose a scenario where there is AI-enabled platforms used by the institute. Now the student is raising a question related to the AI process, and fortunately, unfortunately, the university is not able to answer that question. Should the university continue using AI, or should they stop using AI? Is my question to, again, ladies first. The youngest member. You have a mic there.
Sir, thank you. So, sir, I feel that as I started with what I had said earlier, that AI is always to empower. And today's generation, I feel that we have come to a comfort zone between the teachers and the students, where the teachers are allowed to say that I will read and come back. So I do not feel that today in a classroom, because as I said that I am a dentist and I am also a professor of dentistry and I teach students, that there is so much information, even if we talk of AI and the internet, not the AI but the internet, that there is so much information, and to decipher what is correct and what is incorrect, especially for students, a professor is very, very important, especially in the medical field. So students have the liberty to ask. Professors also in today's generation especially, I feel, have the liberty to tell them that I will read and come back. So I feel that AI should be used to empower ourselves. Do I use AI as a professor? Yes, definitely, because it saves my time. It helps me make better presentations. What I can teach a student about anatomy, human anatomy, as using AI can definitely make them understand so much better in a way which I, as a student, feel that I wish I had that kind of presentations, my teachers could teach it. And today, if I can teach them in a 3D model in the kind of, the LED screens which are present, it is a completely different scenario. The same thing is present for younger students also. So young children, they can understand. We are trying to teach young children things which they may not be able to imagine. All children are different. All fish in the sea is different. So we tell them that. But when we try and teach them in a 3D model something, it's completely different. So I would answer to the question that yes, I feel that we should continue using AI, but we should not let AI direct us, and we should be directing AI. Till we have that discrimination marked, it is okay to use AI. It should never be, sir, when I'm just concluding with this last line, that, sir, I was not very AI savvy. I will accept it on this panel in front of everybody. But 2 years back, I realized that I have to be, and I started learning. So after every AI learning platform, in the end, they will tell you, this is an AI chatbot. It is not complete. Please use the human interface. So they give you that line. So if you're using any type of AI, they will tell you that please use your brain before you conclude anything. So I think that is a very, very important part of AI, which we all forget, that AI is only to teach ourselves and not to let it teach anything else. Thank you, sir.
Please, you want to say something?
Yes, I have the same opinion that we should use the AI, but with a very specific purpose. There should be a trust, there should be transparency, and of course the human interference should be there. Particularly for the admission, the AI should not only to give the admission to the student based on the vacant seats, but it should be based on the interest of the student, it should be based on the liking, disliking of the student, it should be based on the strength of the student, and of course it should be also based on the financial background and the family circumstances of the students. So we should make the AI so responsible that it should be used for a very specific purpose and always for the benefit of the students. But every institution should use the AI for improving the efficiency, improving the effectiveness, and cut down the manual work. So I am in favor of that we should use AI with a very specific purpose. Thank you.
Thank you. I think there are two great remarks from here, but my question was, if the institute is not able to explain the process that is being defined by the AI, should the institute continue to use it? Is it legitimately right to use something which we don't understand? What this young lady here was trying to explain, that the professor should be able to explain better than the system that has been adopted. That therein lies the crux, is what I feel. Because what she said, young students are going on the internet, but we forget that what they're gathering from the internet is data. That data is converted into knowledge when we make into PPT, but it's actually becoming consumable knowledge when the wisdom of the professor is added to that bullet point while delivering the lecture. So that is where the difference really lies, and with time young people do realize. I would let the other three panelists add onto my question, please.
I would say that the students have stopped using the textbooks. There are so many good textbooks and standardized textbooks which are available, and they keep on giving the new additions like textbook of internal medicine when we talk about the health sciences. And they give you very authentic information. It is only the use of AI may give you false information also. And we should use our own mind and also use the textbooks to see what is the answer to that particular question.
To answer your question, Professor, let me give you a couple of scenarios. I get the data of CUET appeared students, or JEE mains students, or NEET students, or state government pass students. So I do have data of, let us say, 5 lakh students, right? My call center, I means my university call center, cannot call each and everybody. Before calling, my people need to apply certain things to get to understand that out of those 5 lakhs, these 5,000 are my probable prospective students. That is where AI will play a major role altogether. Answer is yes. We need to use AI in that particular scenario. Calling those 5,000 students first. Your good name? Siddhartth has pointed out very rightly that yes, first call can go from AI. What is your name? What is your career aspiration? Blah, 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 blah. A complete set of template is there, and AI can jot down the answers. Speech to text conversion, and I get to understand that this particular person is looking for what. So my job is half done. Now I need to work on that analysis and make sure that out of those 5,000 calls, I figure out that yes, these are 500 prospective hot students whom I can target one-on-one. Then it will be a personalized calling altogether. Out of those 500, then I drill down to, let us say, 100, and then my subject matter expert, maybe from computer science, maybe from pharmacy, agriculture, commerce, arts, blah, blah, blah. So those people will make sure that they communicate the USP of my programs to my students. So that is how conversion happens. So definitely, yes, it is a big advantage for me. Previously, I was not able to call up X number of students more than that because of my capacity is limited. So that is where AI is going to play a major role. But again, I will reiterate that yes, human in loop is most important aspect here, which will bring one particular knowledge, which will help students to take an informed call and informed decision and universities will be able to present their case altogether.
So I'll try to add with some example. You mentioned about if AI is accurate or not. Let me put it in a very simple manner. So let's imagine I'm asking a class 10 student about a very, very difficult question of medical. Will he be able to answer the question? The answer would be no. Why? It's not because he's not capable. Its only answer is he's not informed well. Same in case of AI. AI is as smart as the way you have trained the AI. I sir mentioned about that AI might give you a wrong answer. So AI is also collecting all the answers from all the source which is available. So maybe somebody has put in somewhere that information. The whole idea is that how frequently you are updating the information. So when you talk about ChatGPT or Cloud or Gemini, we call it a generic AI. But while we are building an AI for enterprise, so let's say AI for Geeta University. So somebody who will go and interact with Geeta University AI, the knowledge base is of Geeta University. So there are things called guardrails. So if I'll go and ask a Geeta University, tell me why should I select you over an IIM, it will only answer in the favor of Geeta University. That's the power of AI, and you can control the narrative. There are guardrails in picture. So you have to train the agent very frequently, otherwise anything which is not updated is of no use.
So I agree with you, Siddharth. That's also becoming a challenge that globally universities are releasing their own ChatGPT versions, which is influencing the student, right? So that brings me to the last bit because we have 10 minutes to go. And I would like a closing remark from each one of us on another, let's say, controversial topic, where I say that let's have a scenario where the AI and the human controlling that particular AI, which means the admission officer, are disagreeing. Who has the final call and why?
Sir, I will choose the human because I definitely feel that God made humans the highest species for a reason, and we have a brain which we should use. And although it said that common sense is the least common thing, but I prefer to feel that if all of us are trained well, then we can be the smartest and the most intelligent and with the highest IQ. So we have to train well our students, our employees, and I would definitely choose a human at any time, all times.
Yeah, but what about biases? I mean, the human can have biases, so does the AI can have biases. So you can train the AI, as Siddharth said. The AI can be as good as human if you train him well.
Yes, sir. I have read about AI biasness also, and I was reading a story on the, I think, Times Now or someplace, a very good platform. I mean, why I'm specifying the platform, that it was not just any platform, that how the AI was influencing a young teenager about why the young teenager should go into a suicide mode. I mean, it was not just anything. So I was reading about wellness system, and how I was reading that, and even how we talk about Roblox and all these games right now, that how it is affecting our young minds. So AI can definitely have biasness, and these robot movies, if we talk about them, that how ultimately the human wins. So I would like to believe in that system, and I am a very positive person, so I would believe in God and humans at all times, sir. Thank you so much.
I first agree with the Siddharth. In a particular case, I will definitely go with my admission director, but immediately I'll correct the AI to update the AI, because AI works based on the data we feed. So definitely for a particular case, I give weightage to my admission officer. He can convince the particular case. But after that, we can update our AI so that AI can help to the students for the similar kind of things when come to the AI. Because AI always, why we are using AI, again I am saying that it should be used for a very specific purpose. We are using AI to reduce the human, to reduce the manual work, to improve the overall efficiency of the system, and to improve the overall effectiveness. Because in admission process particularly, we receive the huge massive data from different sources. Sometimes from calling, sometimes from SMS, sometimes from advertisement, sometimes from references, sometimes from many other sources. So what AI is doing is, AI is compiling the information and converting the information into a particular lead, and with the help of these counselors, we can convert the lead into the final conversions. So of course, the human intervention is must, but we cannot live without AI in this particular era. Thank you.
Definitely, I go with them only that the experience of the admission director over the years and the type of students he is getting, type of USP the university has, is definitely going an edge. And even if whatever AI tools we use for the admissions, counseling and all those things, lastly it is only the call of the admission officer or human interference that is going to counsel and convert that lead into the admissions.
Thank you. So I'm just repeating the question. There's a disagreement between AI and admission manager, right? So I would like to do a couple of things.
Sure.
First thing is, at this moment of time, AI is a toddler, but it is aspiring to be an Einstein. I repeat my statement. At this moment of time, AI is a toddler, but aspiring to be an Einstein. So once it becomes an Einstein, it will be difficult for us to compete with it. That is where general intelligence and super intelligence will come, right? Everybody must be aware of that, right? So in that particular scenario, I'll make sure that my AI is responsible and my AI is answerable. Answerable means explainable AI. It should explain how it reaches on a particular decision. If it can explain to me, I'll make sure that that explanation is better than the previous one so that it can improve. And working on a data set of 5 lakhs, if I do have responsible AI with me, if I do have explainable AI with me, I'll overrule my admission manager.
So it's not a very simple answer, but I also try to put it some word on it. So today, why do we use AI? So we can get some efficiency, human can be empowered and not to be controlled. Very simple thing, sir, that we are using AI can give you directions, but eventually you have to take a final call. Even when we use Cloud, Gemini, any LLM today, there's a small disclaimer that information might be incorrect. It is your final call. And what we are saying is, as of today, maybe like sir mentioned, maybe tomorrow we'll have a super AI, which will also take a call. But what we are saying in case of today's AI, eventually a human has to take a call. AI can only give you directions, which you have to judge, is it right or wrong?
So AI is actually based on logic, so answering his question, there is a logic. So he's going to prove himself on that logic. Correct. So logic needs to be fed.
It will give you direction, call is yours.
Right, thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if there are questions from the audience, we'll be happy to take. Otherwise, we'd like to conclude the... Yes, please. Yes, please.
Good to hear. I would have been happy in case if a principal from a B.Ed college and a principal from a K-12 school had been there in the panel. It's okay. Coming to admissions director, what AI will be able to do when it is coming to the admissions counselor, the counselor may not be able to tell the prospective student what is the career path available after finishing the course from the university. That the counselor will be able to do with the help of AI on the spot real time. The admission director only can decide a discount on the tuition fee, which AI cannot. So that answers both the human and the technology. It's only a data-driven, predefined. It cannot be going anything beyond a special permissible limit, which is humanly possible and required also. That is why India is working for university and schools, etc. So the interconnect, the industry academia interconnect works because the production factory of a teacher in a school is the B.Ed college. They will have a different set of challenges. The industry is demanding some skilled manpower and competent people like you in GenPact and all from the industry. So there are connecting the dot challenge that is required, and this will evolve, like you said, when you said that, okay, it will evolve as an Einstein theory kind of thing. then there may be a balanced that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Any more questions, please?
AI is just a tool. Writers have been writing since ages. Now they're using word, they've been typing. Now they're dictating. But they are just using, be it a keyboard or the dictaphone or the pen. The writer is writing all of the tools. What we are doing here is become so much of a buzzword that everything AI we are discussing, it is just a tool we are using, and of course it's a wonderful tool. Imagine if we have to cut a fruit, we use a knife. We can break a banana in two. We can actually break a coconut in 30 also. But then we use tools. It's just one tool. Why is it that we are, just because it's a new tool, why is it that we are getting so gaga over it and we are thinking that the world ends and begins with AI? Yes, it is amazing, it is useful. Garbage in, garbage out. It was taught when we were kids. AI, because of its shortcoming, is because of the data which we are providing. And AI is doing an amazing job. So, we don't celebrate a knife in panel discussions like this nowadays, right? Or fire. Nobody is taking out a matchbox and discussing fire. Let this just be a tool, and no tool is going to take over humanity. And so the thing is, why are we, it is wonderful, it's amazing, but let it be that. Thank you.
Can I again give an answer? 1 minute. I'll come to you. So if I go back into history, so we are discussing today AI because I think it is an evolution of innovation. Innovation made by human beings using human brain. And if I go 40 years into history, when I was an engineering student, we were using what is called a slide rule until calculators came. When calculators came, it was an innovation. And my father refused to use a calculator. He said, "Main to haath se hi karunga." But it was something very wondrous for them. Today, even if you have to do 2 plus 2, we use a calculator, it's a tool because it has become a habit. Today, we are discussing AI because it is the latest innovation. And all of us are gaga over it. Tomorrow, it will become real play. Yeah, it's just another thing in our pockets. Like today, till maybe 5 years back, if you had to come to Okla from Gurugram, you used to plan, kaun sa route lunga? Today, you sit in the car and then you open the app. It's an AI app, which is giving you 3 or 4 options. Then you choose, right? So you don't discuss about, and the organizer will also believe, Gurugram se aa raha hai, app is saying 1.5 hours, so ye jhoot nahi bol raha hai. So you don't have an escape route anymore, right? So that's the benefit of the AI tool. Likewise, AI coming into management practices is the latest innovation post-COVID. And hence it's being discussed. Tomorrow it will become, its mainstay. Then people will not discuss. Sorry. Yeah.
So I'll just quickly try to answer in the same example which you gave. So if you'll see that today, we are not even using 1% of AI. What exactly is AI, sir? Imagine आप कल सुबह उठे, वो नाइफ खुद चल के आया आपके पास. उस नाइफ ने बोला कि सर, आपको आज मैंगो खाना है, क्योंकि कल आपने कल मील ले लिया था, तो आज मैंगो खाना, वो भी इतना ही खाना. That's the power of AI. So we are not celebrating knife, we are celebrating the intelligence knife. Here उसको सब पता है. It's sitting on so much data today कि it knows कि आपने 3 साल पहले क्या खाया था, आपने कौन कौन दवाइयाँ ले रखी है आज की डेट पे, आपको ये बनाना खाना है या आपको कोकोनट पीना है. That's the power of AI.
And sir, also I would like to add that I think the discussions are more for the younger generation because what I feel, sir, I have 2 young children. Now it is very difficult to teach them that they cannot put their personal photographs, their personal data on the smartphones because it will all go on the cloud and it can actually bounce back. So it's like a 2-sided sword. So I think the discussions are more for the younger generations than for an intellectual crowd because the younger generation should listen to all this and understand that how it is a 2-sided sword rather than a knife, I feel.
That's with any innovation, any inventions like that.
Thank you. As 2 clinicians, clinical researchers are also in the panel. My question is very example-based question. there is an individual patient who wants to get operated, and he has to go with the diagnosis of AI or individual version. Means doctor diagnosed decision or AI based decision. AI is having very precision based technique. Okay, number of digital image processing and everything is there, okay, to take the decision from the AI side. Here, the doctor will see the diagnostic images and all, he will touch the patient and he has to take the decision. What one should go, where the individual person should go, the AI-based diagnosis for the operation or doctor-based diagnosis?
I think it's a medical experience here.
Let me give you one example, sir. Sir,
because we are going to take the decision of the future of the students. So what we should do?
yeah, I'll answer to your question.
He's asking who should be the second opinion.
Yes. I'll give you the answer. Treat your AI as a fresh MBBS. And humans as, let us say, 10 years of experience, 20 years of experience at this moment of time. Right? Slowly and slowly, that MBBS guy is trying to catch up with that 20 years of experienced surgeon. So at this moment of time, answer to your question is consult human being. But wait for a while, 2 to 3 to 5 years, you will reverse your answer.
By that time, the AI will get trained.
The same thing is with regard to the pharma people. I belong to a pharmacy.
Yeah.
If you ask the AI to what if I am having a pain and all, what is the dose, he may give you aspirin as an alternative. But this is not true. This is not true. It leads to self-medication and it causes several side effects and even severe side effects also.
I think AI can give its opinion or the direction based on the diagnosis feed to the AI. But based on the opinion or the direction, if there is a confusion, the patients can go and consult with the doctor. That will be better.
Somehow we are taking the
AI can only give the direction based on the diagnosis.
Assisting tool.
Yes, it's a tool. It's
Well,
simply a
gentlemen,
tool.
we have to close now. I mean, people are looking at me in a very nice gaze, not a very nice gaze. So we would conclude to say that AI is indispensable. Eventually, it's a tool, but it's a human which has to control that tool. And the tool will replace humans who do not learn how to control that tool. So all of us have to gear up to learn how to control a tool which is probably going to be more knowledgeable than us. Thank you very much. You've been a wonderful panel and a wonderful audience.
Thank you so much to all our panelists. I would like to request Kumar Chandan sir to please felicitate our wonderful panelists over here. Can we have a huge round of applause for our panelists as well as Kumar Chandan sir? A warm round of applause, everyone, for our wonderful panelists of this session. Abhay Gupta sir, founder and chairman of Luxury Connect Business School. Next we have Professor Shalya, CEO, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University. Keep the applause going, guys. Next we have Dr. Patidar, Vice Chancellor of OP Jindal University, Raigarh. Next we have Siddhartth Singh, Director Sales, Meritto. Dr. Manoj Manuja, Vice Chancellor of Geeta University, Panipat. Dr. Anubha Singh. Professor Arun Garg sir, Vice Chancellor of MVN University, Palwal. Now we have Professor Let's make a huge round of applause for all our panelists for giving us the wonderful panel discussion.